Hey guys, a very good evening to all of you. This is Yogen from Fosk Technologies. Guys, can you please confirm me using chat window if my audio is clear to you and a screen is visible also? Please let me know, guys. Okay, so Venkat Krishna is saying yes, Shreya Jaiswal, Harshita Chatrali, Akash, okay, Jaskarandeep, uh, okay, a lot of people, Shreya, Akash, Nitin, Ankush, Utkarsh. Okay, let me. Dr. Sylvester, can you confirm if my audio is like uh, on a volume?
Can you increase the volume, sir?
Let me. Yeah, let me see if I can. This is all okay. Let me see if I can. This is audio.
So are you not using the external mic?
Not.
Okay. So then this is the maximum volume then. No problem.
Just a minute. Just a minute. How it is now? Can you please confirm?
Yeah, it's better. It's better, sir.
The
Now.
audio?
Yeah, better.
Christopher?
It's better, sir. Now.
Hello. Okay. Okay. Saranya, Utkarsh, can you please confirm now? It's better now. Okay. Okay. Okay, Harish. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the confirmation. So, guys, welcome to Fosk Technologies program, and this is basically a webinar around a new program that we are starting, and it is going to be a course come internship program. Why I'm calling it as an internship program? Because it has a lot of projects work, and all of those projects would work would be related to the real projects that we people do in the industry. So that would be very close to the kind of work we do. So I'm going to talk about, you know, around the complete details of this internship program, guys. And it is going to be a program around job readiness for data science roles. That is the theme of this internship program. And why, we are mentioning that it is the 19th batch, because before this, we have completed 18 batches, and all of these batches were on the different theme. One of the batch was launched on telecom, data call analytics. One of the batch launched with a terrorism data. One of the batch launched with a NLP project work. One of the batch launched with a deep learning project work. So, and that's why we are going to launch a new batch, and this is going to be a 19th batch. So guys, please stick to this program. This is going to be a really interesting, a fun activity for you, and this is definitely there is a takeaway for all of you guys. So let me uh, start on this now. So there is a question coming from Shubham, that is this program only for students or for professionals also? This program has been designed keeping in the mind the professionals as well as the students. So it can be used for working professionals as well who want to make a switch to data science career, and the people who are undergraduate students looking for entry into a data science domain. So this is has been designed, it would be, and I will share the complete format of this program, so you will come to know, right, that this is going to be a kind of a program which is like applicable for both. So that is the case. uh, Harish is saying that what about the non-tech background? So Harish, I would say that this program is more for a technical background actually, right? So people who have at least a basic around any of the programming language at least, right? Then I think it would be a better to join this program. It's not for the program who does not come from a non-tech background. Maybe you can be doing a job in a non-tech you know domain, but still you have some degree or some course uh, in the technical domain. The job may be a different job, maybe a non-tech job, a job. That's okay, you can make a switch, but your background have to have has to have a technical background. Harish, is that clear? Please let me know. So, guys, first of all, I'm starting, that what is FOSC? That is, people ask for the question that what is FOSC? So, guys, FOSC is a startup company. We started, this in 2015. I and Dr. Sylvester, we are the founders of this company, and we have worked together with multiple companies in the past, working with each other for more than 10 years. And it was started in 2015, and it has got two business verticals basically. One with the name Fosk Technologies, where we focus on consulting and development. Right now, we are engaged with a defense project. We have been working very closely on a defense project, guys, and we are partnered to multiple universities in their research domain. We have been working with a company in the gems and jewelry domain. They are building some AI platform for their internal uses. So that's about the kind of consultation we do, and all of these projects are obviously related to data science and AI, you know uh, uh, domain. So Akash, can you please keep this question in the end? I'll take it, and at that time, all of the people can come with their questions, and I would definitely answer this question. Can you please hold that with you, and then we can take it later? Okay, thank you. So guys, FOSS technology is primarily into a consultation. Primarily, we consult data science projects, AI projects, deep learning projects, computer vision, all of these projects. Now, one more, vertical that we have, it is an academy basically with the name FOSC Coding School. That is, you know, the name is. And obviously, the FOSC Coding School is an academy for students and professionals to build a career in data science and analytics, ML, DL, and AI. We help people, and we have helped a lot of people in the past, right, regarding their switch to this data science career, or maybe a kind of a start as a fresher as an entry level engineer in this domain. Obviously, entry level engineers always get into a job as a data analyst, right? And that is their starting journey. And as they get on more experience, they move into a data science or data scientist roles. Now you may have a query that who we are in terms of our background. So guys, I'm having a experience of around 15 years. I have worked with leading companies like Qualcomm. and I was working with them in a Hyderabad location. I worked in Japan, China, in multiple other other locations as well, in Bangalore as well. Sylvester has also worked in US and other places, and it has been a different roles every time, right? So if you want to have a more look on our profile, guys, who the mentors of this program would be. So you can have this. So I'm just sharing the LinkedIn profiles, guys. So these are our LinkedIn profiles. If you have interest, you can go there and check it out, guys. Okay, so that is there. And if you want to know more about the FOSS, so we have been covered by your story in multiple articles as well. And uh, and this is the link, guys. Where you can see more news about FOSC. Now, if I say, guys, that data science, AI, you know, uh, analytics, cloud, it has become the backbone of the future. It has definitely become, one of the leading, a kind of a domain, right, where lot of jobs, uh, which are already there, but it is going to increase manifold in the future, guys. Like, if I talk about that, why I am saying that, data science or AI, or ML, although there is a little difference, around these terms, but as of now, most of the people use them interchangeably, right? So it has become, kind of a leading growth engine for tech domain as well as for the non-tech domain. How the global ML market is growing at a pace of 44%, guys, between 2017 to 2024. This is the growth of this domain, machine learning market, right? And artificial intelligence is going to create 58 million new jobs by 2022. These are the recent studies conducted by lots of consulting companies, big four companies like Deloitte or KPMG or PwC or Ernst and Young. You can read these reports on the Google as well. And by 2025, guys, by 2025, machines are expected to perform more current work, as compared to today. They would be doing around 71% of the job that we do manually nowadays. They would be taking around 71% of the jobs that we do manually, as of now. And due to this transformation, it will have a major impact on the global workforce. These are the key points I just wanted to share with you, which were part of a recent survey. And these reports are available in the public domain. You can go and check it out on the Google anytime. Okay. Now, how come this has become a hot cake recently, right? you know Everybody wants to be in this domain. We have been running programs for quite long, and people from undergraduates, you know uh, undergraduate, colleges, people from different working backgrounds, they are participating in such programs. Even people from outside India, right, uh, are joining these programs because everybody wants to get a chance into this domain. And if I talk about India, that what is the average salary of a data scientist? So guys, the average salary of a data scientist in India is 10 lakh per year. That is the data we have. And as a software engineer in India, that figure is around between 5 to 6 L per year. That is the case. So that is also one of the reason. But guys, mind it, this is not something which you are going to get in the beginning only. You are as a you as a fresher and you are getting an entry into this domain. So don't think that you are going to start with this. But definitely, I'm talking about an average salary. There are lots of startups and companies in India who are offering very good salaries in this domain. Now, uh, if you know if I say that, what are the various areas where business and industry is using data science and AI and ML, then there are lots of areas where this is getting a good traction. Guys, this is getting a good attraction. So here, if I say that, what are the various domain which are using AI. So guys, telecom is one of the them, right? Telecom is an area where a lot of uses around data science is going on, because telecom is generating a lot of data, right? They have switches, they have millions of calls every second, so they have a huge data, right? So predictive maintenance, they have a huge infrastructure and a network. So predictive maintenance is one of the activity that is there, which is based on AI nowadays, based on machine learning. There are financial services where AI is being used, right? So almost every finance company who is there is looking for the people in data science job roles, whether it's regarding the portfolio management, whether it's about the fraud detection, uh, you know uh, so algorithmic trading, all of this comes in the financial domain only. Healthcare, so people are using ML and AI services here. So detection and diagnosis, treatment recommendation, discovery of the new drugs, right? So healthcare is one of the area. Education also, you know uh, people are content analytics, performance dashboards, learning analytics, how people are learning, right? What are the kind of key performance indicators related to a particular student or a particular learner, right? Travel industry is also using this AI and ML, dynamic pricing, predicting systems, right? Recommendations, user experience management, fraud detections, so these are the area where they are using retail, right? All when you talk about the retail, so price optimization, supply chain planning, right? Optimize route planning to deliver your kind of uh, products, right? So all of that, all of these areas are using AI and ML. E-commerce, right? You must be using Amazon or Flipkart or all these. So they make use of AI and ML. Even the OTT platforms, right? Amazon, Netflix, uh, Amazon Prime Videos, Netflix, right? Hotstar, all of these are using ML and AI and analytics for customer analytics, recommendations, right? So there is a huge, huge demand, you know, in almost every your domain, whether it's a technical or a non-technical, guys, that is there. Now, if you talk about that, why the data science jobs are in demand, particularly in India and US and Europe. So basically, what is the case in India? If I talk about, guys, the IT companies have been working here, for last 20 to 30 years, and they have now a huge data, with them. They have a huge data. So far, they are generating a huge data, but they never thought that what to do with that data now, right? But now they are thinking that they have so much of a data related to their customers, related to their services, related to their products, right? How come they can use to improve their business, improve their revenues, maybe the customer experience, right? or to mitigate the leakages that are happening in their processes, right? So now companies are facing the real challenges in organizing the data, right? Because of the social media as well, the data generation pace has increased manifolds, right? So obviously the challenges regarding the organization of a data is a big issue, right? So to handle, how come you can create the data pipelines, how come you can organize your data in a better way, right? So that it can give you the better insights, right? So that these are the cases, right? And definitely there is a shortage of the skilled resources in this domain, right? That definitely, right? People, you will find people with certificates. People would be claiming that I know Python, I know ML, I have done this project, right? But if you see in the resumes, guys, the projects that they mention are easily available over the internet, right? They must have copied it from the GitHub, or maybe they have copied it from a course on a Udemy or Coursera, right? And millions of people are going through that the course, right? And all of them are mentioning the same project, right? That Boston House society pricing and all, so the projects are not the kind of a real projects, right? They are just a kind of a project that you have just done through a course, and you have not involved as one of the developer in that program, right? So that's why the the kind of the weightage your resume carries is not that you can get a call. So definitely there is a shortage of the skilled resources, the people who are hands on basically, right? So that is the one case. uh, Obviously the demand is also there, because as I told you guys, the average salary is 10 lakh in India, right, for a data scientist. So obviously, where you have the higher salaries, there would be a kind of attraction from the people side. They would like to get into that, right? So that is one of the job. And guys, whether it's a non-tech company or a tech company, almost every company nowadays requires a data analyst or data scientist. So that's why there is a huge demand which is coming from every corner nowadays in India. And we have supplied almost 8 to 10 people. We help them in getting a job in a non-tech company. That company is a gems and jewelry space. They run a e-commerce store which is working in 18 countries, right? And that company set up a complete AI division, guys. And we worked with them as one of the consultant in kicking off that initiative. And later on we supplied around 8 to 10, 8 to 10 fresher resources to them, along with couple of experienced people. So, and now the guys are growing their a team. So definitely, it's not about the technical kind of a company, but even in the non-tech area, people are going for such roles. So that is the one case. Now, if you see, guys, this market, right? If you see any company and there is a job opening related to data science, there might be a different names and titles, but someone would be saying that I need a data analyst. Okay, some would be saying that I need a data scientist. Some would be saying that I need a data architect, right? Some would be saying that I need a BI engineer, business intelligence engineer. Someone would be saying that we need a business analyst. Okay, somebody would be saying that we need a data engineer. You know, some would be saying that we need a data and analytics manager, right? So these are the different titles, right? The companies may have a different, but almost everybody is going through the same kind of a job role, that they have to deal with the data, right? Analyze it, right? And maybe use that data to do some kind of a modeling, right? For the future predictions. So the names might be different, right? But almost everybody is going to have the same job role, guys. As a fresher, if you are there, obviously you would be working as an analyst. If you are a domain expert, you would be working as a data scientist, right? If you have more experience and then you have managed multiple projects in the past, the data architect would be a better role for you, right? Or analytics manager, if you're managing a team of data scientists or data analysts, right? So there are titles might be there, but they all point to the same domain, guys. Now, if you see that FOSS is basically managing, or filling this gap. So FOSS coding school is filling this gap by preparing the skilled workforce. That is the theme behind the FOSS coding school. Skilled resources, skilled workforce. That is what we do, and we connect these skilled resources with our partner companies. The companies, the startups are there, the big companies are there, right? Tech and non-tech both domain, right? And we connect these people once preparing them as a skilled resource, a skilled workforce, right? We connect with the partner companies, right? And why we connect them? For internships, for jobs, obviously for career change, right? So these are the cases, right? So FOSS coding school, I repeat, is filling this gap. Why I mentioned that there is a huge demand of the skilled resources, and LSTP companies are not finding the right resources, right? So we are filling this gap by preparing the skilled workforce and connecting them to our partner companies for internships, jobs, and for career change. And just to help out people so that they can easily and smoothly move into this domain, they can start their career, right? And they are really interested to get into this domain, guys. We have this course come internship designed for the people who want you know to move to the AI career. So now I'll talk about this uh, a program, guys. And now I'll talk about this program, the course come internship program, we call it generally. So course come internship program. So I'll spend couple of minutes on this, where I'll talk about certain details around that. If I say what has been the past, so guys, around 500 plus students in last 1 year, students as well as professionals. So students, if I say students from IITs, right? Students from IITs, even the IIT Bombay, the IIT Kharagpur, IIT Guwahati, IIT, you know, you know, kind of Jodhpur, right? People from these colleges, BITS Pilani, if I talk about the student community, right? And lots of tier two, tier three, colleges, whether it's a SRM, whether it's a Manipal, whether it's a VIT, whether it's a state-wise technical university affiliated college. So we have the people, we have the students from across India, right? If I talk about the working professionals in the past, right? People from Qualcomm, people from Accenture, people from Wipro, people from you know uh, um, Amazon, right? Who the guy, I know one guy who was already working as a data analyst in Amazon, right? And wanted to become a ML engineer, and then he joined our program. So there are uh, definitely the cases where people from the professional community come and join our programs. So that is the case. Now if I talk about this, the details, as I said, it's a course come internship program, and the theme is obviously the job readiness. You know, how to become a job ready, how to become a interview ready. That is the theme of this program. The duration, the duration is 4 months. So this course come internship program is a 4 months long program, guys. And if I talk about that, what participation is required from your side, efforts required from your side. Obviously, you are a college student, university student, researcher, doing a job. So, guys, we have planned this program in such a way that around 2 hours every day. You know, 2 hours every day. That means, and when I say every day, I'm talking about like uh, around 10 hours a week. That is the average time you need to you know put in, need to spend, need to invest for this program. Okay, so 4 months duration, 2 hours a day, around 10 hours a week. If I talk about that, what would be the coverage, you know what would be the coverage? So starting from the basic Python, obviously, right, starting from the basic Python, then going through the advanced Python, covering analytics part, and that's all hands on. Very little Gyanvaji, to be very frank, right? It's more on the practical. Okay, so analytics, then machine learning, then statistics. And that's why we are covering every domain that is required to become a job ready. So statistics, then SQL part, then deep learning, NLP. And what I have observed, or we have observed, guys, that there are lots of internships and courses available where they will obviously a lot of options are available. But in very few internships I have seen, guys, where they talk about that how come you can prepare the UI of your AI application if you are running a ML model, if you are running some analytics, right? How come you can present those analytics through a beautiful UI? That is something missing, right? So yeah, Dave, we will share the recording as well, don't worry. Okay, Dave. So the UI part, so we would be using a very popular module called Dash in Python community. So how you can build a beautiful UI for your application in data analytics domain or data science domain, guys. And then how come you can put it into a production? So how come you can host this on the cloud? And obviously I'm talking about the AWS cloud, right? So this has been the case. So can you see, guys, the coverage? We are starting from the basic Python, then the advanced Python. This advanced Python would be including the object oriented programming concepts, the functional programming concepts in Python, right? And other areas around that. Then doing analytics, right? So this ML, stats, SQL, stats and SQLs are also a kind of a important areas, guys, where you should be well prepared if you want to crack a good job interview, right? So that is the case. Now along with this technical stuff, guys, we will have the session on how come you can prepare for the interview. And so interview preparation, interview prep session, and a resume building prep session. That is the case. This is there. Okay, so this would be the case. In terms of the development environment, guys, we would be using Anaconda Navigator. So offline tool. It's a very popular tool amongst data scientists, guys. So we would be using Anaconda Navigator for for some of the cases. We would be using the Google Colab as well. And guys, in coverage, I missed one thing. NLP, would also be there, guys. Natural language processing, one of a very hot domain, would be there, guys. Now, regarding the packages and the frameworks we would be using during this complete 4 months internship program, guys. So I'm talking about the kind of frameworks and packages we would be using. So obviously, guys, Python is obviously there. Okay, Then Pandas is one of the very popular framework for performing data analytics. You know that is there. Then NumPy, the numerical Python module, to perform mathematical operations on a large amount of a data. You know how come you can do the fast operations? So vectorization is one of the technique in NumPy. We'll understand that. Then how come you can do the visualization using a matplotlib or Seaborn or Yellowbrick, so Matplotlib is mother of all visualization libraries. Sklearn, some machine learning package guys, called as scikit-learn. We speak as scikit-learn, but we write it, we say sklearn. Then NLTK for NLP problems. Then for deep learning, we would be using Keras from Google. You know, for UI build-up, we would be using Dash. For cloud development, we would be AWS, other additional libraries that we would be using to build our projects, guys. One of the most popular library is at stats models as well. You know, we would be using this library for some statistical, findings and modelings, and for SQL, guys, and SQLite 3, so database, and SQL, we would be using these libraries as well. And along with that, there is a very popular library from Facebook as well, Profit. Getting a very good traction. So, guys, we, in one of our project, we would be using Profit as well for time series modeling. For time series data handling, time series data forecasting. So we would be using Profit as well. So we keep on improving the content every quarter. What's going on in the industry based on that. Now, guys, that's how I have talked about the coverage, right? But I did not talk about what kind of projects you are going to work. Okay, so in this internship program, guys, other than the five major projects, five capstone projects in this internship program, other than the five capstone projects, we have designed 40 mini projects. We call them as code challenges. So, what is going to be the way that after every, 3 or 4 sessions, after every 3 and 4 topics or coverage, you would be assigned a set of code challenges. So let's say in the first 3 sessions, right, we are talking about Python, then advanced Python, and then Pandas. So now you will get you know a couple of code challenges, guys, right? You would be having a problem statement, you would be given a data set, or you would be given some scenario, and then you have to solve that code challenge, right? And you have, and how come you can find out that that you have done it correctly? So we would be also sharing a video solutions for those code challenges, guys, video solutions. So we have developed the videos where we talk about that how come you can solve this problem. So along with the coding, so along with the py file, you also get to get the video solution for that. So you would be working around 40 mini projects. We call them as code challenges, guys. Couple of them would be very beginner, couple of them would be intermediate, couple of them would be advanced. So three categories, a beginner, then intermediate, and then the advanced. So it depends on kind of where you are in your journey around this 4 months program, right? We would be starting from the basics, and then as we progress, obviously the complexity of the code challenges will increase. Now, guys, I'm coming to uh, the five capstone projects that you would be building, and all of these projects would be industry grade projects. All of them would be the industry grade projects. So why I'm calling that industry grade? Because the kind of context, the kind of scenarios these projects would be presenting to you would be very real to the industry project, and that's why we call them. So now, guys, I'm listing those five capstone projects that you would be, you know and guys, we have designed in such a way, this program has been designed in such a way that once you complete the foundations, around your Python, around pandas, around scikit-learn, around deep learning, around NLP, right? You would be start you start work on these five capstone projects, and every project would be taking around a 1 week cycle, for every one project, around a 1 week cycle, guys. So that means around 10 hours, 10 to 15 hours or effort to complete that one project. Okay. So there would be a one project related to analytics and visualization. That would be the one case, one project. There would be a one project related to computer vision. So in an area where you deal with the images and videos, right? And where you try to detect or recognize something into an image, right? So that's the computer vision. Then the third project would be related to time series, data analytics. So what you say, guys, the time series data. So in the data which we collect on a regular interval, so maybe a weather data, rainfall data, crop yield data, some medical device, generating a data, sensor generating a data, right? So or maybe some application, right? Generating some logs or traces, right? So that kind of a data is a time. Even your stock market data is also a time series data, right? Or maybe the prices of a certain commodity is again a time series data. Energy consumption, the electricity demand of a city, maybe Mumbai, maybe Delhi, maybe New York, right? So that is also a time series data, right? So generally they collect that kind of a data every hour, that what has been the unit consumption in the Delhi. So that kind of a data is known as. So we would be doing, so this time series data modeling, we would be using deep learning concepts as well, and we would be using the profit from Facebook as well, right? And then the fourth project would be related to NLP. Okay. And the fifth one would be building a recommendation engine, guys, that. So that would be, so these are the five projects, guys, and these are the projects which you can easily include in your resume, and these would be really good level of projects, these once you complete your journey. So I think if I say five projects, so 5 weeks, right? So out of the 4 months program, guys, last you know 1.5 month, last 1.5 month would be completely devoted to these projects, guys, to these projects only. That is the case. So these are going to be very, very interesting, right? I'm not giving the complete details, but I have given you a high level idea that what kind of a theme that project would be having, right? So analytics and visualization, right? Or one area, right? As I said, like analytics on a terrorism data, or maybe analytics on a telecom data, or maybe analytics of data related to Olympics, related to cricket, related to some other domain, right? So there is a huge amount of a data available. So we would be doing these five projects, guys, right? And obviously job readiness and the placements assistance is always available, on a regular basis. We keep on helping the people who uh, are a kind of participants, right? And even we have helped a lot of people moving from academics, moving from the research to the industry domain as well, right? There are people who have joined our programs 20 years into IT operations, 20 years into IT operations, right? And then he's making a switch to a data science role, right? So this has been the case. And uh, if if you see now, guys, what would be the case all of the sessions or all of the videos that you will get, right? We have actually planned, if I show you that plan, right, that 17 18 weeks plan, so let me show that to you. So guys, can you see, this is your uh, you know as I said, project 19. So this is going to be a around 17 18 weeks long program. So if I start from that, if I say, what would be the week wise case. So guys, we start with Python programming, then focus on the regular expressions, right? Regular expression is an important part in data science. Then come in the next week, guys, we talk about advanced Python and analytics. And can you see, guys, the day wise plan as well, right? Day wise plan, you can, uh, there, right? So, and this is uh, Dave, this program is going to be a self-paced program. So we have the recordings, the videos would be available to you. And once you see the first couple of videos that you can see, right, you are going through the basic Python, intermediate Python, the regular expression, then you have the mini task. Can you see the four mini projects you have to complete, right? So in the first week, you complete these videos at your own pace, and then you have to work on these mini projects, right? And then in the next week, again, you have like advanced Python, right? Let me reduce this. Okay, advanced Python, then data analytics with pandas, and then you have the mini projects, right, that you can see, right? And uh, uh, and we would be doing couple of live sessions as well, Dave, where we come live and interact with the people who are going through the internship, and during that live session they can ask their questions, right? Any non-technical technical query. And for kind of a real time support, guys, we have a Slack. I repeat, guys, we would have a Slack channel where you will get onboarded. So whenever you have any doubts or query during a video session that you are going through, right, you can ask and raise your question on the Slack, and our TA team would you know uh, uh, immediately respond to that query, guys. Immediately respond to that query. So if it now in the next week, guys, you have machine learning foundations and supervised machine learning regression, and then you have the mini projects. Can you see? So almost you can see like Monday, if you plan your activities like from Monday to Wednesday, you can watch the sessions, right? And then on Thursday, Friday, you can work on the code challenges. On next Monday morning, we will share the video solutions as well with you, right? And everything would be available in a drive for you, and the Slack is all there, right? So, and then guys, in the next week we talk about feature engineering, feature selection, then we talk about the classifications of even the web scraping, and web development basics are also part of this program, guys. And then unsupervised machine learning that you can see here. And then in the week, deep learning, then NLP, right? And every week is having a set of code challenges, guys, mini tasks, right? Mini projects, we call them, right? And then database and SQL, right? Statistics, right? UI build up, right? And then cloud deployments. And then you have the week wise project 1, project 2, project 3, project 4. And so this is a kind of a detail, guys, that you have. And the good idea is that you can watch these recordings anytime, but you should have a disciplined way, so that you can complete this in 4 months, guys. And one more thing, guys, right? These recordings are not the studio recordings. These recordings are the real recordings. We do not come in a video kind of showing some face, or like everything is more practical only. So you have the playground where you are writing the code, right? Or talking about the projects. So this is going to be a very engaging session, right? We have seen the kind of videos we publish for such programs. The people are liking them very much. They are very raw format, right? And you will really love them. That I can guarantee, right? No regrets around that. I can confirm 100%, right? So that is there. And if you you do this internship successfully, right, we are going to really help you in finding the internships where you get the stipend as well, or maybe getting a job as well, or maybe switching the career as well. So this has been the kind of a format, guys. This format has been designed after a lot of brainstorming, talking to a lot of industry people, the people who are already working in this domain, right, as a data scientist or data analyst, right, or a manager, right, uh, even in his startups or even in the big companies as well, right? We have talked to lots of people, guys, around 10 to 15 people we have talked, regarding designing this program. And as I said, guys, there would be a Slack channel. Slack is a communication platform, guys. People who do not know about the Slack, I think people coming from the industry must be knowing about Slack. But if you are a student, Slack can be a new name for you. So Slack is a messaging platform, guys, right? And you can ask, any doubts and queries in real time, and there is a team, a technical assistant that would be assigned to you, and there would be a support manager as well. Anytime you can call him and talk to him regarding any of your concern, and he would help you to resolve the issue as soon as possible. So we will have a support manager, guys, for you. Okay. uh, so we will share the contact details, for that. And then Slack, anytime you can ask your concerns and queries, and the TA is immediately going to help you. And then on a regular interval, we will have the live sessions as well, where with a pre announcement, we are live as a mentor. Me or Sylvester or other members, the senior members would be there. And as I said, guys, for every code challenge, we are going to share a video solution on next Monday morning. So as an additional offer, guys, once you successfully complete this, you would be getting the internship letter. Okay. You would be getting a letter of recommendation if you're applying, let's say, for foreign university, for MS, or something like that, right? So you get a LOR, a certificate of completion, and job and internship assistance would also be there for you. Now, if you are liking this format, and definitely I'm sure, like, this is not something which we are doing for the first time. This is something we are doing for the 19th time, guys, right? And earlier, before the pre-COVID, we were kind of an offline company, guys, in terms of is skill, preparing the skilled resources. We were kind of an offline company. But for last starting from January 2019, we started moving into online space. And now people from Germany, people from US, people from South America, right? People from Sri Lanka, people from Bhutan, people from Bangladesh, people from Pakistan, like South Asian countries, people join our programs. And uh, and even you can go on to the Google reviews as well, right? You can search the Google as well and find out more about us. So that is the case. So now, guys, if you are interested, right, and you want to join this program, you have a mindset to join this program. So we are offering a couple of things for you, that the first week, you know we are keeping at as a free trial period for you guys. The first week you know is going to be a completely you know uh, a free for you guys. So we would share the first week content with you. Okay. The recordings, the code challenges, the video solutions, right, onboarding on the Slack, everything would be there. So first week is a completely free trial for you guys. Okay. So that is first week free trial. That is the one offer we are making, so that you guys can take a informed decision, right? Although I have explained a lot of things through this webinar to you, but still, if you have any questions and concerns, right, uh, you can take the first week free trial. That is the one case. Uh, Guys, if you want to continue post that, right, if you are liking that program, liking the content, liking the format, right, and you really find that this program is really going to help you, right, then obviously you will have to enroll for this program to complete the 4 months, guys. And the enrollment fee is just 6,000 rupees, guys. 6,000 INR only. It's a very because this is a offering price, okay, and it's a very reasonably priced, guys. And the kind of a content, I can easily say you the kind of a content you will get, guys, in the market. This is going to be worth around 30 to 40,000 of worth it has. Okay, now, guys, even after the session, if you have any concerns, right, okay, and for, guys, international students, if someone is from the outside India, guys, the pricing for that candidate would be 150 USD. The pricing for the fee for that would be the 150 USD, guys. Okay, and even after this this webinar, guys, if you want to talk to our counselor, regarding any query you have, okay, or you want to write us to over an email, so I'm sharing those details with you, guys. So you can talk to our chief counselor Surendra, you know that is there. Now, guys, if you want that, you should get a call from our side, you know after this webinar is over. And if you want, guys, that you should get a call from our side, right? And so, Dave, the pricing is just 6,000 rupees, 6,000 INR, Dave. 4 months program, 6,000. Okay, so it is only one, and only 1,500 rupees a month, if you just split into a month wise investment that you are making. So, guys, if you want that, you should get a call from our side, and where you can discuss this in more details regarding your onboarding process for this program, right? So I'm sharing a Google form link with you, guys. I'm sharing a Google form link with you. Okay, you can fill your details, right? uh, Aniket, the fee is just 6,000. I'm cutting it. The fee is just 6,000. Okay. Shubham, that we can plan based on the feedback, what people are saying, the live session, we can plan those, what is convenient for the people. We can, plan according to that. So maybe we can keep one session during the weekday and one another session on the weekend. So, we can cover everything like that, So, and even we will record these live sessions. We will, share, you know, we will share the recording with you as well, guys. And so even if you miss the live sessions, you will have a recording of that. And we will share that recording over the, uh, uh, you know, uh, drive, guys. Okay. So, guys, now I'm sharing, right? Uh, that link with you. So just a minute, guys. So here, just a minute, guys. I'm going to share that Google link with you. So this is there, guys. Can you see? This is, guys, I can guarantee you this is going to be a one of the best learning experience in your life. That I can guarantee you. Guys, fee is just nothing, as you can see, right? Fee is just nothing, right? For 4 months program, it is nothing. It's a peanut, actually, right? And the kind of a content that you will get, you're going to really love it. That I can, there is, this is the case. Okay. So, uh, guys, so I have shared the Google form with you. Please fill your details, right, so that we can call you back, Okay, our counselor will call you back actually, right, and talk to you, right, and then put the onboarding process to you. Okay, how come you can enroll and then get the access to the content and everything. So that I have shared the link is is with you guys. Please go and fill it. Okay, it will just require your name, email, and mobile number or WhatsApp. That's it. Not much details, right? So that is the case. So Harshita is saying that the Google form is stating 9,000 fees. Yes, Harshita, that Google form is stating 9,000, but we are offering it as of now on the 6,000 pricing. Harshita, right? So in this webinar, I'm offering this program, this fees to you, right? So this is the offer for the participants during this webinar, guys. So this is going to be offer for you, right? That is this. That is the case. So just a minute, guys. I think I shared a wrong a link with you. Just a minute, guys. So maybe that's why someone was like pointing it to me. Just a minute, guys. Okay, let me say. So Sylvester sir, what is the right link? Can you just say? Dave, you already filled, but I think just a minute. It would be better if you fill this. Uh, yeah, guys. Dr. Sylvester has shared that with me. Just a minute. Guys, there's a little correction here. Sorry from my side. Okay, this is the right link, guys. They can you fill it back again, please? Dave? Okay, yeah. Harshita, this is the link. You can fill that now. Okay. So guys, this is what we have in this webinar. Now if you have any questions related to this program, this content, right, I would really love to answer those questions from your side, guys. I'm open for the questions now. I've shared the details of our counselor as well. So now Akash is coming with the first question. Akash is saying, I'm doing BSc mathematics. Is it good to switch in this domain after BSc? I think this is going to be a really good option, Akash, right? Because if I say what happens in India, right? BSc and then you go for MSc mathematics, right? And then probably you will end up in academic, right? If that is your target, then that's a very fine with you, right? But if you want to become a part of a more challenging life, want to come into the industry, right? And guys, Akash, uh, having a mathematics a degree as a background is going to really help you in this domain, guys. Okay, Akash, this is going to really help you, right? You will just have to pick put your efforts towards like learning a coding, right? So if you are into mathematics, so picking up the coding is not a big deal. And you can easily you can easily start with the Python programming as well. It's not a big deal. So this is going to really help you, right? So you can actually uh, pick up profile like uses of the statistics are there, right? This is there. Yes, Dave, this program has been designed for working professionals as well. As I said in the beginning, and in the content you will never find any difference. You are going to really love that program. It's a program targeting both professionals as well and students as well. Now, Vijay is saying, can a working professional with a 7 years experience will benefit from this course? Definitely. So, Vijay, what is your target? What do you want to achieve? What you want, uh, you know, um, what is your idea? What is your planning? That is something if you can share, then I can, give you the more details around that, right? Yeah, Dave. Okay. So, our counselor will call you, Dave, and do the onboarding process for you, and you can start, right? Aniket, I'll share the course content with you. Okay. So I'll create a PDF and then share with you. Okay. So we have your email ID. Maybe you can fill that form. So it would be better to reach out to you back and then share that with you. So Vijay, can you like give me the idea? What's your like? What are you planning, right? So 7+ years, that is fine, no issues. You can still make a career switch, right? Uh, but obviously, right, you have to have some kind of projects in your resume, maybe your kind of hobby projects, or where you can say that on the sidelines you are doing some projects as well. So that will so you will have to create a story basically, right? Arshia, if you are a BBA graduate, right? Uh, yes, it is going to be a very good start for you, Arshia, right? And better that after the BBA you get into a MBA. Now a lot of MBA programs are including the data science, kind of a subject as well. But if you really want to make a big into a career, so it would be a good idea that after the BBA, you can go for MBA. Maybe after a break, maybe after doing a job for 1 or 2 years, then you can go for a MBA, right? But in future, if you want to compete with other people, I think you should have a MBA degree as well. Arshia, this is my opinion. Obviously. Now, Chetrali is saying that does this program guarantee getting a good job in a good company? So, Chetrali, getting a good job depends on you as well, and our program as well, right? So, it would be a joint effort. So, there is no guarantee, but this is what people are saying from the past batches, that we are helping them a lot, and people are finding the opportunities through our program. But obviously, you know, uh, uh, it's not a guaranteed program. It's not a guaranteed program, Chetrali. So Vijay is saying that currently I'm working in a mainframe technology, so want to switch to data field. So you are already into a amazing technology, Vijay, but obviously mainframe is there for last 20, 30 years. Mostly banking systems are there on the mainframe. But if you have a good experience in the mainframe, it's a good decision to make a switch to data science domain, Vijay. And I think this can be a good start for you. So let's get into this, okay? And on the go, you will get into a lot of ideas about the uh, you know domain, about the opportunities, about your gaps that you need to fill, right? If you want to make a switch, so a lot of activities, a lot of things would happen to you. But if you have made up your mind, I think it's a good point to start your journey in that direction, right? So at least you should try into that, right? Vijay. So now there is a question from, just a minute, guys. I'm reading our next question. Just a minute. Let me make a more space on my screen, guys, so I can see the entire, you know. Yeah. Okay. Shantanu is there now. Shantanu saying, I'm a final year undergraduate BTech student. If we enroll for the course, can we have an early access to the video lectures and challenges, as my placement season is about to begin in a month or so? Yes, Antanu. So if you enroll, right, as soon as you do the online transaction, obviously after the counselor talks to you, you will have early access to the videos, definitely, right? Not completely, but we will give you, let's say, the first 1 month program, and then you complete them. Then we share the next one as well. So definitely you will have access to the early access, so that you can better prepare for your placement season. Definitely, we can do that. Project listing will come a little later. Maybe after a month, you will have all the projects with you and every other details. So gradual, we will keep on releasing, but in the beginning, I think 40% or 50% of this entire program would be available to you in the beginning. Shantanu. So Maninder Singh is saying, sir, I am a mechanical engineer with 7 year experience. Will this program will help you to kick a start in data science? This is going to really help you, Maninder. I can guarantee you, right? So people from mechatronics, people from mechanical, people from civil, people from EC, right? I know them personally, right? Uh, they have made a career switch, right? Obviously, just enrolling for the program will not get you a kickstart. Enrolling and then after getting involved into this, putting your daily efforts into this will make that happen, Maninder, right? Don't think so that by just paying the 6,000 you can claim a career change. I'm just talking about the mindset. Sorry, I'm not pointing to you, but that is, so I think your real journey, real efforts will start once you get into this, Maninder. Yeah, Shubham, you can. Thank you. So Jyoti Sharma is saying, sir, as you mentioned, after this program, we can get reference letter and we can do MS. But do you think we need to do MS after this course? No, Jyoti, I'm not talking about that. What you need to do after this course. What I have seen that people sometimes who are in their final year, right, and they already make up a mind that they have to go for MS outside India, right? So whenever you go for MS outside India, you apply for a lot of universities, right? And obviously your aim is to get a admission to a good university. But now good universities also has a filtering cycle, right? They will review your application and they will find out that are you a good fit for them? Are you a right candidate for them, right? Right. So because there are lots of applicants and they have a limited seat, right? So in that scenario they see that what kind of additional activities you have done during your graduation, right? And how come you can claim that you are the right candidate for the MS program, right? So there obviously you may need a letter of recommendation, or you may need to show that you have already done something beyond the curriculum, or beyond your regular studies. This is something you have done additionally, so that will make your application you know uh, kind of put into a kind of a front line, actually. That is the case. Jyoti. Akash is saying that, may I do MBA or MSc mathematics or MSc statistics? So in that case I would better advise to go for MSc statistics, Akash, if you are from BSc mathematics, right? Jyoti is saying, for the free trial, do we need to do anything? Yes, you need to, show your interest in that form, and then we will do the onboarding for that. Jyoti, right? Any other question from your side, guys? I'm open for the questions. Any other question? Yeah, Jyoti, please ask your question. Not even last, you can have more questions. So Jyoti is saying that I do not have any knowledge about Python. Do we need to prepare something before we start this program? No, Jyoti, not needed. The basic Python, the scratch, starting from the scratch is already part of this program. So you don't need to do anything beyond that. So you can, directly enroll and start your journey. During the program, it may be the case that you have to look for additional resources, maybe on, YouTube or something like that. Sometimes, right? You're going through something and then you need a couple of more resources, or just to emphasize your learning, or just to digest it well. That may be the case, but that happens everywhere, right? But as such, in terms of if you are coming from a technical background but don't know the Python, you can start immediately. No issues with that. Jyoti. Vijay is saying, is this course give domain knowledge also or only technical stuff? So when I say the five capstone projects, Vijay, right? So those five capstone projects will talk about the domain knowledge, obviously, as well. So that would be the case. During the mini projects and sessions, obviously, we hardly talk about the domain knowledge, but during the projects, definitely it is going to be there. Vijay. Jyoti is saying, do we need to install any tools in our laptop to do the practice? Whatever you need to do, set up, everything is part of the sessions, Jyoti, right? Everything. So you will get every each and every detail either through a video or through some instruction file. So TAs will help you in that. Don't worry around that, right? So as such, nothing to do as a prerequisite. Just enroll and everything will come as a part of that program to you regarding the setups and everything. Definitely, Akash. Definitely, I'm sure about that. No issues. But you should have a good record of your BSc mathematics, right? It should not be a degree only that you have really done you have really put your hard effort in BSc maths as well. I'm assuming that you are already doing that, right? Yeah, it is a good opportunity, Akash. As of now, this is just picking up in India, and for next 8-10 years, this is going to be stay there, right? So I think you should take this bus. Actually, that is my recommendation. Any other questions from guys? Okay, Sangeet is there. Do you think video sessions are better than one-on-one session, or should say live session? Since I have opted for Udemy, but I do not like the recorded videos. Yes. So first of all, Sangeet, this is the correct observation you have made. So what is the problem with the Udemy or any other pre-recorded course? The so first of all, the videos that you will get from the FOSC are not like Udemy, right? First thing, they are more interactive than what you see, and you will find, if you don't believe me, just go for trial and you will find it. First thing. So that is going to change your opinion. First thing. Okay. Then the question is that then when you are going through the session and if you have any doubt or any query, right, who is going to help you? Right? You write the email to Udemy people, they will reply you in next 24 hours, right? So this is not going to help you. You need something where you can quickly ask the question. So Slack is there, right? Immediately you are going to get a response. Okay, so Slack is there, and then we are weekly doing a live session as well, right? Obviously, right? So these are the channels, right, where what is missing on the Udemy would be fulfilled here. And definitely video is of a different format, I can tell you, right? It is actually a real recording of a previous session, Sangeet, right? It's not a studio recording that I'm just one speaker. There are already people in the room and the recording is going on, and that's a kind of an interactive session is going on in between. I'm saying some names as well, that do you get this, right? So you will really feel that you are a part of that session, actually, right? You are sitting just in front of us, your instructor, and then you are engaged into that. So that would be a different experience, and that is going to really change your opinion, Sangeet. Yeah. Sangeet says, thank you for your answer, looking forward to learn. Devdutt is saying, kindly send me the recording of this webinar so I can go through the content. Yeah, Devdutt, we will share that webinar link to you. Okay. Akash is saying, thank you, sir. Actually, I was confused. Thanks for giving me this path. Akash, go with, I'm damn sure about that. Go for it. मेहनत लगेगी, obviously right. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ बैठे बैठे हो जाएगा, मेहनत लगेगी, लेकिन अगर सही तरीके से फेथ के साथ मेहनत कर ली, you are done. I'll tell you one story, Akash. Although you may not relate that very much because तुम्हारा background थोड़ा सा अलग है. Uh, there is a university in Jaipur. It's a very good university. So, couple of students in their final year, came to us as to join one of our internship program. Okay, uh, all of them got a job offer during the campus placement. All of them, from Accenture, Capgemini, these companies. Okay, and you know uh, we told them, guys, if you want to make a career in data science, you should go for some startup company and join, or at least you should ask the HR in Capgemini or Accenture that what kind of a job roles you would be getting, right? And then the HR says that it will depend on the training program that you undergo, once you are here and all that, right? So I told them that maybe think to skip the joining, and then I'll get you opportunity in some startup or in some other company where you directly start working as a analyst or into a data science domain. Out of the five guys, only the one guy opted out to stay with us. All of them joined the Accenture Capgemini. Only the one guy, Jayesh, he talked to his family, and then the family said that, sir, whatever you say, that this, our son is going to follow it. Okay. So that, we helped in getting a job with a startup. That is, startup was working in AI domain. So he worked there for around 1.5 year. Okay. And obviously the pay was not that much, but he was getting around 25K a month, right? And now he has got a job in Bangalore getting a 7L package. Okay. These guys are still in Accenture. I'm getting the feedback that they are not very happy with their job. Mostly they are, doing some a non-tech job actually, right? Kind of, right? And they are still going through a lot of, and they are still not part of a big project or any, active project, guys. They are just, roaming around, so not happy, very, very happy with the kind of profile they have, because आज का generation बहुत वैसा भी है ना, वो ज़्यादा वेट नहीं कर सकता, पेशेंस नहीं है उसमें इतना. तो अब थोड़ा सा उनको ऐसा लग रहा है कि यार ये क्या हो सर, आपकी बात मान लेते. मैं ऐसा नहीं कह रहा कि उन्होंने गलत डिसीजन लिया, उनको अच्छा आगे मेहनत करेंगे तो वो भी डेफिनेटली दे कैन दे कैन मेक. बट मैं सिर्फ एक रास्ता बता रहा हूँ कि आप रास्ता क्या लेते हो, और आप उसमें फेथ रखते हो तो किस तरीके से वो रिजल्ट्स को चेंज कर सकता है, राइट? बेस्ट ऑफ लक फॉर दीज गाइस एज वेल. ये भी हमारे स्टूडेंट्स रहे हैं, ये कोई अलग से नहीं है. मैं सिर्फ तरीके और बात बता रहा हूँ कि क्या क्या ऑप्शंस अवेलेबल हैं. जरूरी नहीं कि शुरुआत बहुत अच्छी हो रही है तो ही आप एक पैची रास्ते से जाके भी सक्सेस मिल सकता है आपको. So that is there. Jyoti Singh sir, I'm really eager to learn this data science program. This course sounds interesting for me. I'll give my best to complete the course successfully. Yeah, good luck, Jyoti. Welcome on board. Thank you. Any other questions, guys? अभी मैं बैठा हूँ तो I can really answer, right? So guys, you will start getting the calls on Monday morning, right? कल Sunday है तो कल counselor जो है he's on off. Monday morning से you will start getting the calls, right? कल तो वैसे भी आप लोग भी घर पे अपना family के साथ spend करोगे, so you will start getting the calls on Monday morning. Is that clear, Vijay, Nitin, Aniket? Shadab, any questions? Ramya, any questions from your side? Firoz, Sangeet? So guys, I think I'm done from my side. कुछ और भी सवाल आपका, कोई any concerns हो, please, and my फिर से एक बार लिंक शेयर कर रहा हूँ गाइस, अगर आपने आपको इंटरेस्ट लगा है इस प्रोग्राम में, इफ यू आर फाइंडिंग इट्स दिस एज इंटरेस्टिंग, right, this is the link where you can, fill the query, guys. So guys, can we close for now? Okay, so guys, okay, Nitin is saying I registered. Thank you, Nitin. So guys, that's it from our side. Okay, just a minute, Nitin, let me confirm. Just a minute, I'll just check it out. Hold on, Nitin, I'm just checking, right? Yeah, Nitin, we see your entry there. Thank you. So guys, that's it for today. Okay, and uh, welcome to, yeah, Jyoti, I have seen your entry as well. Thank you, Jyoti Sharma, right, from Kurukshetra Hisar, right? Yeah. So see you guys then. We hope to see you all onboarded next week. Okay, our counseling team is going to call you and then do the onboarding process for you guys. Good luck, guys. Okay. Yeah, Nitin, please share your question, what you have in your mind. Yeah, please let me know. Shahadab just registered. Nitin is saying how many classes would be live. So as we plan to go live every week, at least once a week, Nitin, right? And if you have more, like, there is a kind of a need, right? So you can think like 15 to 20, yeah, once a week. So if it is a program around 18, so you can think like 15 to 20 live sessions, Nitin. Okay. Yeah, 1 hour, 1 hour. And as I said, right, this webinar for 7:30 to 8:30 was there, but it's already 9. So it depends, like, when once you start, you are not going to stop, right? As soon, as you start getting the questions, right, जैसे जैसे सवाल आते रहते हैं वो सेशन चलता जाता है, तो वो शेड्यूल 1 घंटे का है, लेकिन आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू लीव एनी क्वेश्चन अनआंसर्ड, राइट? अगर किसी का सवाल है तो obviously we are going to help, we are going to answer that. So Saidab, are you from Karachi, Pakistan? So you are there in Karachi Technical University, Shadab, right? I'm not sure about your. Okay, Benazir Bhutto Shahid University. Okay, where it is? Karachi. Okay, got it. Okay, Shadab, you will get a call over WhatsApp then, right? Our counselor will call you over WhatsApp, right? Okay, fine. Shadab Khatri. Okay, fine. So guys, see you then. Good night. Bye bye and take care.